Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. David Haye's belief that he can overcome anything is showing through. He's bubbling over with confidence. Wladimir Klitschko's ring walk, just a cool, calm stride to him. Looks like just another day in his life.
His adversary, his professional record stands at 55 wins, including 49 big knockouts and only 3 defeats. Dr. Steelhammer Klitschko.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Move those feet. Solid left hand to the head. Teddy, if there's one single thing you'd want for the outside fighter, a guy who likes to box on the outside against this unorthodox fighter, what would it be?
That's a good question, Joe. And the first thing is recognize that the reason he's unorthodox is he makes mistakes. Really, that's just a nice way of saying he don't know how to fight in certain ways. You know, he's got a lot of flaws. So don't go chasing him where, you know, his awkwardness works for him. Stay back, use your jab a little bit. Don't give anything up, but stay back and let him come to you a little bit. Don't let him confuse you. Let him come to you, and he'll come to you in the wrong way. He'll make a lot of mistakes, and you'll catch him.
Halfway through this round, a stabbing right hand comes in by Wladimir Klitschko. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counter punch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Wladimir Klitschko has shown that he is a complete, well-rounded boxer puncher. I mean, just look at his combination punching alone, Teddy.
Yeah, and the key there is the jab. I mean, he uses that jab to set everything up. You know, sometimes he paws with it a little bit, but he's always keeping you busy. And most important, he's always controlling range until it's time to drop the hammer, the right hand.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by David Haye. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Wladimir Klitschko's resting up after a round in where he was so very accurate. And Teddy, if you want to have one single quality out there as an offensive fighter, accuracy is among the ones you want to have.
Yeah, and to be accurate, that means you have to be calm. And you have to be smart, that you know that you're putting the punches in certain specific places for a reason. And boxing is not just about the strongest guys. It's supposed to be, and it usually is, about the smartest guys.
Keep your distance. Don't look for just big punches, okay? Use your speed.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. the straight right hand. Very accurate two-punch combo by David Haye. That's an intense jab right there by Wladimir Klitschko. Blocking that punch. Very good defense by David Haye.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Wladimir Klitschko grew up, of course, in the Ukraine, the son of a Soviet Air Force colonel, but he's been making his home in good old Hollywood, USA. He doesn't quite fit the mold, does he, Ted?
Unless you watch Rocky IV. And I think that you saw a cameo appearance, if not by him, but by somebody who's supposed to be a countryman. But it goes to show you that, you know, boxing is not just about brawn. You know, it's not about going in there, knocking things over. It's about being intelligent. It's about being able to deal with different situations. Obviously, he shows ability in all those dimensions.
Keep moving. Get it, boy.
Solid hook upstairs. David Haye's crushed by a huge uppercut. He thinks of himself as a home run hitter, Teddy, but he's been striking out tonight.
And he looks like a pitcher who's lost complete sight of the catcher's mitt. I mean, he cannot throw a strike.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head, he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
And round number 3 is underway. Wladimir Klitschko's almost got like a viper quality to it, doesn't he? He just gets in there, he attacks real quick, comes in, strikes before you know what hit you.
Yeah, he's very quick, and that is his style. He likes to get in, do his damage, and get out. Right now, his opponent can't match him with that physical ability. What he's got to do is try to time him on the way in.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Everybody knows Wladimir Klitschko wants to do that right there. The jab, the straight, typically the win. And a well-placed combination by Wladimir Klitschko. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
David Haye's well off the mark that time. As an opposing trainer, when you look over at Wladimir Klitschko, do you instantly see a way that you could come up with a win? I know it's hard to against him, as others have proved, but do you instantly see something, or is it something that you struggle with?
No, I see it.
What is it?
It's one thing to see it, it's another thing to obviously implement it. But what I see is he controls distance real well. He knows what he does well and what he doesn't do well. He keeps you on the outside where you take the chance and he looks to nail you with the right hand. But when you get close, he grabs you. So you have to find a way to get in close to him without getting caught on the way in. And once you get there, make sure you stay free. Don't let him lock you up. Don't let him be a sheriff that puts those handcuffs on.
Come on, this is it. You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands in there. All right, let's go. Don't get careless, okay? Don't fight his fight.
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. Listen, you need to move your head more, son.
Wladimir Klitschko's off to a really good start tonight. This is the first time we look at Teddy's scorecard, and you can see that he has a clean sweep through 3 rounds. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Uppercut!
Keep moving. Move your hand. Keep moving. You need to keep that head moving.
Halfway through this round here. Scores up top with a left. Brings the hook that time.
Back to the body. Keep moving. Keep head movement. Head movement.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. David Haye's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? David Haye's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
Yeah, it is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip to the left.
Side to side.
David Haye's damaged right now, Teddy. That last round was really costly to him. He can't go on fighting like that.
No, not unless he goes back to one of those Star Trek episodes where you had Scotty. You remember Scotty used to beam you up? Well, right about now he's saying, Scotty, beam me the heck out of here. Otherwise, he better get his hands up and start fighting.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to. You have to be busy. This guy is beating the shit out of you. You have to throw.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight.
Watch the hook.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Wladimir Klitschko is a well-rounded fighter. Right now, Wladimir is showing you what he can do defensively. Very sound, keeping those arms up and blocking well. Wladimir Klitschko's now showing off what he probably worked very hard on in the gym. You can see that the effective footwork, the movement, is making for this to be a fairly easy round for him. Teddy, what kind of training regimen do you put a guy through to develop this skill?
Well, what you do is you have him work on defense. Sometimes I'll put a fighter in the ring to spar, and I won't let him throw punches back. I'll make him just make the guy miss. Just use his legs, use his head movement, use his blocking skills, and make sure he concentrates exactly on one thing, defense. He's showing it right now.
A nice clean jab by Wladimir Klitschko. David Haye got shook up right there moments ago. The one thing you may see out of Haye is big shot he just scored with. David Haye's hit hard and goes down. Gets up after that punch, put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Get out of there. Hey, keep fighting.
So the bell to end that round gets him out of danger. But, Teddy, my concern is what is he even going to look like when the next round starts?
Well, that's the thing. The corner's going to have to take care of that, get some ice on him. And also, they're going to have to think, do they want him to go back out?
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him.
Sixth round now underway. Let's see who can really come on here in the second half of this fight. You get the sense that Wladimir Klitschko could almost catch his opponent's punch. Nice block that time. Wladimir Klitschko's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Left and right, left and right.
Come on, kid. Faster.
Halfway through round 6.
Defense, more defense.
He returns the good, solid right hand land. And yet another big shot comes in. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Keep moving.
You're not focusing.
At this point, I'd start to question what happened in training camp. David Haye's got nothing left in the tank.
I would question that too. You know, the first thing that comes to my mind is that they were expecting a knockout, so they trained for a short fight. And guess what? They're sorry.
3 minutes gone by in this round. Wladimir Klitschko is well conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business, because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
You can recoup from that knock.
As we start a new round, Teddy, this seems basically hopeless for him. He's been knocked down numerous times tonight. David Haye's banged up by a left hand. Blocks away that headshot.
You're doing great.
Block! Block! Unload! Unload! More punches!
Wladimir Klitschko's able to land a good, solid left hand. Wow, Teddy, he's got some great hand speed there. That combination was an example of it.
Yeah, it was. You know, not a lot of power, not a lot of pop with it, but boy, it catches your attention. And you know what? That kind of speed can intimidate a guy and keep his opponent maybe from moving his hands later on.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Relax, relax.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep your wrist. Move your feet.
is going to go on. Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
David Haye finding the energy to rise up after being rocked. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
Breathe. Breathe. Need another round for you. I need you to be busy this round, all right? He caught you with your hands down. Let's box smart and not get caught. Box.
Keep this fight in the center of the ring, okay? This is it. Hurt. Keep on.
You gotta watch the water in the corner.
Well, as we begin round number 8 here, you know, he's down big on your scorecard, Teddy. That's clear to see. Is there any possibility that he's saving himself here and trying to mount a late comeback?
Well, what you're touching on, Joey.
David Haye's damaged by a right hand. Wow! How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
Fight is over. Wladimir Klitschko's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer. Yes, he can finish.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Always enjoy you tuning in. We'll see you next time at the fight.